Well, hello everybody, and welcome. Welcome back. Milo and I are now up here at Morton Lake Provincial Park. It's a wonderful campsite on Vancouver Island. And we're hoping that you could join us for the next 3 days because we're going to be doing some fishing, just some hanging out, relaxing, some forest walks, and doing some really great camp style cooking. And I'm going to be using a new cook set. So I just got a bit of work to do, and I'm going to get out my chair and sit down and relax because that's why I'm here. All right, well, there's one nice thing about the van. It's pretty easy to set up. Really, there's nothing more to do. I've got Milo some food out, which he's eating, and some water, and his bed's out. So there's nothing to do but to make a cup of tea and get my book and enjoy this afternoon. I have some chai latte mix that I put in a jar. I bought it locally, and it's from the Denman Island Tea Company. I just put in a teaspoon of honey too. Then you stir in the hot water, about 4 ounces, I think. And now, oh yeah, it's working right. But there we go. Chai latte, and homemade peanut butter with raisin cookie. Cheers. Okay, I've got my little cook set out. This cook set's made by a company called Agawa Canada, and I have one of their portable folding hand saws, and they're known for making very good products. And when I saw that they had made this cook set, I thought I'd really like to try that because I like to cook when I'm out camping. And so I actually asked Agwa if they would be interested in sending me a set to try out. And they did. I've never done that before, but I was so keen to try it. And I know a lot of you like to cook outside too. What is a little different about this cook set is it's made out of carbon steel, which is supposed to allow you to be able to cook much the same as you can with cast iron, except it's much lighter. What's in the cook set is a 12-inch wok and a 12-inch frying pan with 2 detachable handles, and it comes in a nice little case that you can that makes it very portable and compact. So tonight, and also has a lid. The lid is a stainless steel lid. So I'm going to try a few different things with this over this camping trip, and we can just see, what is it like? I don't have any financial affiliation with Agwa. They just sent it to me and said, yes, go ahead, use it however you like. So I will give it a good try, I hope, the weather allowing it. And I'm going to try cooking it on the fire. I'm also brought some briquettes, which I'll try. And you can use it to cook on, of course, your normal cook stove. But tonight, I thought what I'd do is use the wok, put some oil in it, try some potatoes and a couple of pieces of chicken, and kind of fry it. Deep fry, more or less. Anyway, we'll see what happens. So I've got the fire coming down. I'm going to put another piece of wood on, and I'm going to go in and prep the food. I make a little salad to go along with it, and then we'll give it a go. So the evening is turning out to be absolutely beautiful here at Morton Lake. So I'm so glad you decided to come along. I'm just hoping to have a nice relaxing time and maybe get out fishing. But tonight I'm just going to enjoy being here. It's a perfect way to spend some time. Well, dinner's cooking. I can sit here beside the fire and keep my eye on it, and I'm just going to eat my salad. Okay, I'm ready to take the first bite. This is a new one for me, totally new, but it looks pretty darn good. The potatoes are done nicely. I'm going to check out the chicken, but it's been in there for a while, so I think it should be fine too. Oh, it's perfect. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to try one of these potatoes. Yep, just done. Okay, if I can do this and have it turn out this well with no instructions, but just by kind of, guessing, anyone can do this. I think the idea of the wok versus the frying pan is great because it concentrates the oil, a smaller amount of oil, in a deeper spot. And with it being made out of the material that it is, it's very happy on the fire. But yeah, first go with the Agawa cook set. I would say that's pretty darn nice. Cleaning this up, what I did was I put the remaining oil into the fire and burned that up. And I've just got a couple of paper towels and wiped out the inside of this. It seems fine. There's nothing burned on. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it at that because I'm going to be using this over the next couple of days. At least that's my plan. And I think, though, when I finished using it for this trip, then I'm just going to wash it with a little bit of light soap and water and rinse it really well and dry it, and then maybe put a little bit of oil on it to finish it. I'm going to put it away and I'll make something else with this set tomorrow. I hope. I want to try baking. I think that's going to be a real test. It's been a perfect first day. I'm just going to enjoy what's left of this evening and take Milo for a walk because an empty dog is a happy dog owner. So we'll do that and then it'll be time to bundle into the van. I just want to say good night and I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. What a beautiful, calm morning, and there's a loon right out there on the lake. It's being very quiet. Well, the first order of the day, of course, is to go and walk the dog. So I'm going to go do that, and then I'll get on to starting the day with some coffee and, what else do we have to do? First coffee of the morning. Okay, quick, easy, and yummy. Well, this has been a wonderful, quiet afternoon. The wind has died down. It's been blowing pretty much non-stop for the last 4 or 5 hours. And in the meantime, Bob's arrived.
Hello.
Together we've blown up the little kayak that we have. So hopefully after dinner I might get out fishing. I'm not taking Milo though. It's getting close to dinner time, so I am going to try another little project with the Agawa baking system. And what I'm going to do is try and bake some, I guess you would call them biscuits, but I'm cheating. I purchased one of these packages of already pre-made biscuits, and all I have to do is pop them open and cook them. I don't have to prepare anything. But as this is an experiment, I'm going to be using briquettes to do this, and I have brought along a roast pan, and then I will show you how it is suggested that we go about with the baking. I'm just going to leave those to burn down a bit, and then we'll get on with the next step. So what they suggest is that you take the wok, you pour some water into the bottom of the wok, and then you place the frying pan on here. And then I'm going to put in these little biscuits. We put the lid on, and now we're going to put it onto the briquettes and put more briquettes on the top. And it says on this package that it only takes about 8 to 10 minutes for these these little biscuits to cook. So I guess we'll see what happens. I'm really curious about this process. Well, I don't know. This is kind of an interesting way of doing something, but if it works, great. So I'm going to time it for about 8 minutes and see what happens. I think it's going to take a little bit longer than that. Okay, they're rising and they're cooking, but they're not ready. So I'm just going to give them another 5 or 6 minutes, I think. Okay, that's really interesting because very often the bottom will burn before the top. Well, the top's done and the bottoms, it looks like the biscuits are done. But I guess because it's elevated and there's the water underneath, they haven't really browned on the bottom, but I don't think they're not done. So I'm going to take one right out and break it open and have a look, because this is a new way for me to be baking. And I'm really interested to see if indeed those little biscuits are done. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, they're done. Look. Perfect. So the bottom is very, very lightly done. The top has got a lot more browning on it, but they're absolutely baked. So I'm going to take them off and go on to the next step, which is probably eating them.
Good.
Okay, Bob's going to be the official tester of this biscuit. So give it a go.
That's good.
So I'm going to have one too, and then I'll get on to cooking dinner tonight. It's okay. It's done. It's not the fault of the method, but I think I can make better biscuits than these. But they're good for camping, so I just to enjoy it. The rest of dinner is going to go on pretty soon, but it's going to be on the barbecue. Got some steak, asparagus, and mushrooms, and of course the buns. Looks like we're going to dig in, and looks like a pretty fine dinner. And I see Bob's eating some more biscuits, so they must be okay. I'm getting out, finally. I'm just going to paddle over by the creek and put down my rock anchor. And I'm going to try a bit of an evening fish. So I'm just going to give it a go. I have a very casual approach here. And wish me luck. Well, I've been out here for a while and I've had all kinds of bites, but they're really little. They're like this big, and I don't want to catch them. Well, I think I'm done for tonight. But what a gorgeous way to spend some time. Lots of bites, little bits of action here and there, and a gorgeous evening. So, well, this was perfect timing. I'm not going to be having a fire tonight. It's just started to rain. So I'll say good night, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. So, see you in the morning. Well, good morning. And here we are sitting in the van. It's pouring rain out, and Bob has got up already and taken Milo out for a walk. We're just sitting having a coffee, and then it'll be time to make some breakfast. So I'm not sure how the day's going to go. We can't get a forecast here. So we're just going to play it by ear for this morning, and then we'll decide whether we're going to continue on for the rest of this day or whether we're going to go home a little bit early. So it all remains to be seen. In the meantime, it looks like it's getting a little bit brighter out, and hopefully that's going to be a sign that things are going to... Hello. Good morning, Milo. Good morning. So hopefully that's a sign that things are going to get better, and we'll be able to defog the windows in here. We've got the buddy heater on to take the dampness off, so it's pretty comfortable. So we'll get on with breakfast after I've got this down me. Well, look at that. You wait for a bit, sun comes out, the breeze is blowing the clouds away, and Milo here. Milo, would you like to go for a walk? Would you like to go for a walk? Yes. That would be a yes. All right, let's go do that. We'll take him for a little walk down the road while it's good out. Who knows what the rest of the day will do, but we're going to take this. Well, we've had a wonderful quiet afternoon. Besides walking Milo, we've been sitting about reading and just enjoying the environment here. So it's been a quiet afternoon. So I'm getting ready to cook dinner, and I'm going to use the Agawa cook set again. And I'm going to do something very foreign to me. Here I've got a stuffed roast pork loin and some potatoes. Now, I bought this at the grocery store already prepared, and over here in the wok I have some smoking pellets. So according to the instructions that came with the kit, you put the frying pan with the meat on top of the smoking pellets, put the lid on, and put it on the fire. And it doesn't say anything about lighting them, so I'm assuming that the combustion will take place as the wok heats up, and they'll start to smolder and create the smoke. Bob is here with me, and we're both wondering if we're actually going to get dinner tonight. But if not, I'll figure out some other way to cook it. But it's always fun to try something different. And it should work because, you know, the bread worked yesterday, and that was baked. Well, this is roasting, except with the baking there was water in there instead of pellets. So I'm going to trust that it's going to happen, and we're not in a big rush to eat. So we're going to enjoy just sitting here beside the fire while our meat smokes. Well, that little pork loin is done. It sure did not take half an hour. We've got some stir-fry veggies, peppers, red onions, and peas with some stuffed pork loin and roast potatoes and applesauce. Okay, we finished that. So my assessment is that I didn't like the potatoes done that way. They shouldn't have been in the smoke part. Anyway, it was still a good dinner. I just didn't like the intensity of the smoke flavor. But anyway, that's just a personal preference, perhaps. So we'll keep trying and experimenting. But there was no problem with the method, with using the wok and the frying pan the way it was suggested. So now I just got to go and clean it up. All right. Well, that's another little bit of information, right? And, give me your thoughts on that. Well, I'm out for my last fish while we're here. Probably give it an hour or so. It's pretty nice, but the wind's still a bit up. Makes it a little bit harder, so I've got my shopping bag with the rock as an anchor down, and I'm just going to see what happens. It's nice out, and it's just a great way to enjoy some time outdoors. Well, this is really one for the record. There's not even any bites tonight. I don't know that I've ever fished here when it's been like this, but there's lots of little ones jumping. So, yeah, it's just really interesting. It's so quiet. I don't even see any fish coming up. Anyway, the night's not over. It's absolutely gorgeous out. Oh, I hear the loon. Of course, it doesn't want... I hope you heard that. It's a beautiful sound. Well, that's worthwhile coming for. No luck tonight, but what a gorgeous evening. And we heard the loon, so bonus. Oh, I hear Milo barking in the van. I better go. Well, good morning. It's lightly raining out and it's our last morning, so everything will be nice and wet to be put away in a little while. But first we're going to have some breakfast. I've just made some French toast and a bit of back bacon and our coffee. So we're going to enjoy that and then start that packing up job. But overall, I think it's been a very good 3 nights away. It was nice that Bob could join us for 2 of those, and it was a bit disappointing that I didn't catch any fish, but it was beautiful out and I enjoyed the act of trying. As far as all the cooking went, I really enjoyed using that Agawa cook set. I think it's really versatile and I will continue to enjoy it in the future. So big thanks to them for sending that to me. Now that the road will be nice and muddy instead of nice and dusty like it was coming in, at least we won't be choking on the dust, but the van and Bob's car are going to be in great need of a car wash. So I think we'll call that it for now, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next adventure. Bye for now.